Hello, online crew. Welcome to today's live. And as per usual, I've had a technical difficulty. So I know we're not live in the group at the moment. So I just have to share this live. Bear with me, please. Share this live over into my group. So I will do that now. Just give me a second. How are we all? The purpose of today's live is we're kind of wrapping up the Reels Bootcamp that we did. Let's paste that there. Share now. I'm hoping I'm live in the group now. So all of last week, I'll check that as well. All of last week, I was live delivering the Reels Bootcamp. Who was live with me? We talked about all things Reels. Am I live in my personal profile? I hope not. Oh, I can't even see comments. Can somebody tell me if I'm live in the group? I'm not live on my personal profile, am I? Let me check. Don't you love technology? You just got to roll with it, though. Yeah, I'm live on my personal profile. Not where I'm meant to be live. So let me just delete there. And we'll try that again. Hang on. Da, da, da. This is funny. Just play along, everybody. Where's my live video? Play along with me. Da, da, da. While I'm sorting this technical issue out, there's my live. So I want to share that over into my group, which is there. There we go. So I'm going to post that over into my group. Okay, let's check that now. I've been away. I went to the Australian Open. Does anyone follow tennis? Anybody love the tennis? We are a tennis family. I played tennis for years. My husband and my kids still play tennis, and we're live in the group. Awesome. Okay, we're meant to be. I've even got, so we're over there for Australia Day. Can you see my tattoo? It's not real. My Australia Day tattoo. Yeah, it's not real. But had an absolute ball over there in Melbourne, watching the tennis for the Australian Open. It's been amazing. So hence why I would have normally done this live yesterday, but I've been away, only flew back in late last night. So what we're doing in today's live is I'm going to share with you something about Reels that you probably don't already know, which is really important to know if you're doing Reels. And I'm going to draw on the screen the winner of the one-on-one call with me for those that attended the Reels Bootcamp with me last week. So I wasn't live on Instagram, hello to Instagram, or my Facebook business page or YouTube at all last week because we were in my free group, which some of you may be listening from right now, delivering the Reels Bootcamp. So just to clarify, all the videos for the Reels Bootcamp have come down. They came down yesterday. But if you're a coaching community member or you would like to join the coaching community, just put in the comments coaching community. If you would like to join the coaching community, you can get all the replays, a completed copy of the workbook with all the answers in it that we went through, and the replay of the special VIP call that we had as well. For the bootcamp. So you can get access to all of that still, but only if you're a coaching community member. So just comment coaching community if you want that information. Okay. So the first thing I want to share with you regarding Reels, and I do want to say thank you to everybody that attended the Reels Bootcamp. We had an absolute blast. People that create Reels every day still said to me, man, I learned so much out of that bootcamp that I actually didn't even realize I didn't know. So that was pretty cool to hear that people that already are creating Reels quite often learned so much that they didn't already know. But something I want to really highlight that you may still not know about Reels, any of you like doing Reels on Instagram or Facebook, is how they're actually distributed and what you really need to focus on. I mean, we covered a lot of that last week, but I just want to really highlight something. Most people think that reels are sent to your audience first. And I've already done a video like a week or so ago saying the first 2 seconds of your reels are the most critical part of your reel. Because depending on what's happening in that first 2 seconds and whether people grab it, don't scroll past it, read it, they stay with the video will determine the reach of it. So most people think that that's being sort of sent to your warm market first and it resonates with them. Then it'll be sent to many more people out there in the internet world. And that's the benefit of reels, is they go out to so many more people than any other type of posts. So you do a post or you do a live video and it's only going to a certain percentage of the people that are following you. Okay, you do a reel, and what most people think is it's getting tested with that same audience. And then if it does really well with that audience, then it gets sent out to like the broader market and you get so much more reach out of it. That's not actually the case with reels. Reels actually, unlike posts and live videos, reels actually get sent to non-followers first. Not the people that are already connected to you. They get sent to non-followers first. So Instagram is not judging your content, it's testing your content with somebody that doesn't know you. Like, it wants creators to put content out there in front of people and to grab. So what does that mean for you? It means, and I highlighted all of this in the boot camp, but I'm going to really concrete it in this video. It means that your videos, when you create reels, what you want to be thinking about is, how do I create this piece of content for a stranger that does not know me? How do I grab a stranger's cold market attention? Because it's not made for your warm market. It doesn't get sent to the people that are already following you first. It gets sent to people that are not following you first. So this just brings home how important your hook and your content is to a stranger. So if you create a reel and I don't know you at all, like I'm a complete stranger to you, would I understand what your reel is about? Is it going to make sense to me? If it wouldn't, like if you're presuming that somebody would know you or know what your brand is or know what you're doing, it's going to fall flat with the algorithm and the reach, because that's not who it's designed for. Reels are being sent to non-followers first. As I said, the algorithm isn't judging your content. It's testing your content for a stranger. So you can evaluate this by looking back on your own reels. Look at your own hooks. Look at the wording on the screen, the very first thing that people see. If I was a stranger to you and I read that, would it make sense to me? And if it doesn't, that's what you need to change. So the algorithm is testing these things, okay? Do people stop scrolling when they see your reel with your hook on it? So does it stop the scroll? That's the first thing. Do they watch past the first 2 to 3 seconds? If they do, then that's a good thing for the algorithm, okay? Do they watch to the end? That's a really important one. If your reel is enticing enough that somebody watches right till the end, then that's going to, give your reel more reach. Another thing that they're testing is, do they rewatch your reel? Is your reel, is the content good enough for somebody to actually want to press, play again, like replay it and watch it again? If it's intriguing enough or interesting enough, or the wording on it or what you're speaking, like somebody needs to listen to it again or see it again, or, read it again because it's got so much valuable information, then that is awesome for the algorithm. The other thing is, do they save it or do they share it? Like, do people save it or share it? If they do any one of those things, a stranger, not your warm market, if a stranger does any one of those things, then you're going to get more reach out of your reel. So why is this important to you? One, that evaluation piece, if you look back at your reels and the existing wording on it or the hook on it, like if I'm a stranger to you, am I going to have any idea what you're talking about? So create every reel for a stranger, not somebody that knows you. That actually might change quite a bit of the content that you put out there. Okay. So if you look at your hook and it's like, okay, if somebody watched this that was a complete stranger to me, would it even make sense what I'm talking about? And if it doesn't, then that tells you what you need to concentrate on. Okay. Consistency will also get rewarded here if you follow those strategies. Okay, so consistency will help with that if you hone in on the hook and all the other measurements that I just shared with you that the algorithm is actually testing. Okay, reels don't need to be perfectly crafted. They just need to be crystal clear to a stranger. Like, think about that. Your reels don't so many people are not doing reels because they think they need to be perfectly crafted, etc. They don't need to be perfectly put together. They just need to be crystal clear as to what it is that you're talking about. What's the hook? What's the message? How are you grabbing a stranger's attention? That's what you want to think about when you're thinking about putting your reel together. Okay. I hope that makes sense. And I hope you really take that on board. Okay. Your reels don't need to be perfect. They just need to be crystal clear to a stranger. And I know through viewing a lot of your reels and looking at a lot of your hooks, it's like, I don't even know what they're talking about. That doesn't make sense to me. If you reevaluate your reels and look at your hooks and look at your words, and that's kind of what goes through your mind, then you know exactly what you need to improve on. Okay? Is that helpful to you to really know? I hope that is, and I hope you take that on board because that can make or break your reels. Okay, there's a lot of people creating reels that complain about, I don't get engagement, I don't get organic reach, I don't really get much from reels. Think about the things that I just shared with you that the algorithm is actually testing. Are you actually achieving that in your reel? So cross-reference with those things that I shared with you, and you may be able to do a better job. Okay. So what I'm going to do all makes sense. Awesome, Jackie. Thank you for your feedback there. I'm going to share my screen. You won't be able to see it on Instagram, but I'm going to share my screen here. And I've got a wheel with all the names of the people that did the homework tasks that were written in our workbook last week. So for each of the 3 days of the Reels Bootcamp that we did last week, I asked you guys to do homework. Now, if you completed that homework, you told me what you did and you put your answers beneath the homework task for those 3 days. So if you did the homework 3 days, then your name is on this wheel 3 times. For the amount of people that attended the bootcamp, not as many people did the homework, which is a missed opportunity because the prize at the end of this wheel that I'm about to do on the screen is a one-on-one call with me. So I can talk to you about your Reels strategy. We can talk about your branding. I can review your socials for you. We can have a little bit of a look if you're doing Reels already, what you might be able to improve. Like, I'm all in for you. Okay, that's a 30-minute call that you can have with me, and we can sort of sort out your Reel strategy. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen, and the names are already on the wheel. As I said, on Instagram, you won't be able to actually physically see the wheel because the wheel's on Facebook, but just trust me. I'll let you know what the name is, and you can go and check on Facebook if you need the validation. Okay. All right. We're ready to learn who is going to win this one-on-one call with me. So I've just shared the wheel on the screen there. All the names are on the screen. And sorry, Instagram, you can't see me physically doing this. I'm going to do it. I've got to go to my screen over here. And I'm going to Press the wheel. The wheel is spinning. The wheel is spinning. Whose name is going to come out on top? It's Debbie. Debbie Yeomans. You have won a one-on-one call with myself. I'll come back. I'm presuming you saw that on the screen. Did you? Can somebody comment whether you saw that on the screen? I'm going to remove that from the screen now. So Debbie, congratulations. I'm not sure if Debbie is watching the live. If anybody knows Debbie, tag her in this live, and I will get in contact with you later today to work out a suitable time for the both of us when we can have that chat, and I can give you sort of one-on-one feedback and advice and some strategy for you. So this is kind of the official end of the Reels Bootcamp that we did last week. Thank you again for everybody that attended. I hope you learnt a lot regarding Reels, the strategies and everything we went through last week. I will be live again tomorrow on a different topic completely. But thank you again for everyone that attended the Reels Bootcamp. It's up to you to go and play and do Reels. Just know the benefit of doing Reels. If any of you are avoiding Reels, don't because you're missing the opportunity to get leads, to get sales, and you're leaving money on the table. As I shared all throughout the bootcamp, my biggest lead source is from short form video. So I start with Reels on Instagram, and then I take them over to TikTok. So I'm using short form video on both those platforms, and every single day I get brand new leads that I can talk to. So if you want to boost your business, do Reels. And for those of you that attended the bootcamp, all the strategies that we talked about in the Reels Bootcamp, go and implement those. For those that missed all of that, but you would like to watch all the videos and get the workbook, you do need to join the coaching community to get access to all of that now. So just drop the word coaching community if that's something that you need the information on. And for the coaching community members, the next few weeks we are concentrating on the practical components. Like I'm showing my mobile phone screen on the screen, and we are pushing all the buttons. So if you're stuck with all the tech side of it, that's what's coming inside the coaching community. I'm going to share with you all about the pushing of the buttons and that kind of strategy on the screen starting tomorrow. Okay, so before my live video tomorrow will be the first practical training on the screen. But for the rest of you, I will see you live at same time, same place tomorrow. Bye.